Hi, it's Bridget. Welcome to Fairy Grasshopper. This is an intuitive card reading video for you. I'm going to share actually with you the cards I pulled for myself and kind of an example of a reading to start your day. It's not complicated. It's not intensive or anything. It's really quite easy. I saw this deck that I have not used for a while, Denise Linn's Sacred Destiny. You know how much I'm a big fan of Denise Linn. Denise Linn decks are the first four that I recommend in the description with the links. These are the most practical and intuitive, honoring the spirit and our human life experience decks. I love them. They're great. Sacred Destiny in particular is very grounded. Feels very, very grounded energetically. So, which is kind of interesting, or a little bit maybe even ironic, because it looks a little star energy here, doesn't it? It looks a little star energy. Well, I think it's a great combination, really great integration of energy. So this is the Sacred Destiny deck. Looks like this in the front. Okay, so these are two cards that I pulled, and then I'm also going to share with you my stave, my Ogham. This represents a tree. This one that I pulled today is actually the apple tree, so I'll share with you a little bit of the insight about that. But we're going to start with the deck and the cards that I got from the deck. Perfect cards today, just beautiful. So the first one is this card. Do you see the koi fish on here? Beautiful cosmic fish. I love these blobs of incredibly psychic and intuitive energy here. These kind of purple fuchsia. This feels like a weaver dreamer energy, an archetype of a cosmic web, a divine feminine, universal consciousness. Purple combined with pink, which is love and compassionate energy. Purple crown chakra. Pink often associated with compassion, and then also the energies of like Kuan Yin, or the energies of Mother Mary, the cosmic sacred mother. And then so the purple and the pink together kind of create almost this cool kind of purpley color. With in the very center you see it's almost like a daisy. Do you see that? Yep, like a daisy. And in the center you see this gorgeous kind of neon yellow, which is solar plexus or spirit. So your dot on the grid, on the web of the cosmos. Look at how amazing and how much information you can get from just a simple image on a card. Isn't that awesome? Like, this is my interpretation, so this is how it's starting out. So to me, this feels like support. There's support energetically, cosmic support for my spirit, solar plexus. This is kind of how I connected with it. It feels like this is under the water, under the sea, and also the cosmos as well. So to me, the most closely related to the cosmic universe or the consciousness of energy that is the universe would be water, like the ocean. So underneath the ocean or under the sea. And so this is actually like an astral energy, honoring the balancing energy of as above, so below, in a positive light, in a way of reflecting the beautiful mysteries of the cosmic universe into the gorgeous energies of the natural environment as well. So the green energy here, also very grounded, very earth-toned energy. It feels like, because it's more muted, to me it feels more grounded energetically. It almost feels like a green moss agate. Green moss agate is a crystal. You can look up the meaning of that, just as though you can also look up the meaning of the koi fish. These feel like koi to me. I'm not sure if that's what they technically are, but they feel like koi fish, and to me that feels like abundance. It feels like this it feels very peacefully abundant energy. So the natural flow of things, peacefully abundant energy. So I'm going to kind of zoom in here for you to take a look and see what else you might notice. The stars there, different colors, different fish or energies that you might see, or reflections you might see as well. And so the words for this particular card are inner peace. The universe within you, inner peace, energetically. You could use this to write. You could use this as an acknowledgement that you've received, that the universe has given to you from answering of your prayers or setting of your intentions or your requests from your spiritual guides to provide some kind of peace to you today. So inner peace, this is maybe a receivership or an acknowledgement that you're receiving inner peace back as based upon a request that you've made. It might be the energy to be able to use to journal for yourself. So then I got this card right after that, which is this gorgeous energy. Look at this card. Just look at the beauty. This is like a camping, right? Camping in some place that I have never been. Like I've never camped at like Big Sur or camped in like the mountains. This is what I would imagine it to be. Quite gorgeous. Do you see the energy of the... And so what would this be? This is not maybe a woolly mammoth or something, it looks like. Animal with tusk, etc. Or elephant, etc. in this lifetime. I'm zooming in on the campfire and then the cosmos, the ability to see the stars. So I'm not sure if we're in kind of a sheltered area and this is like a rock formation and it's almost like a cave in here, it's all safe and we're looking up at the stars, or if this is all open area. The vibration is different, so it depends on if you feel like you need to hunker down and feel safe and secure, and here's the word security, or if this is an energy of wanting to feel the expansion of the universe, the stars above your head and the earth below your body, holding and supporting you energetically. This feels calm. This feels a bit mysterious because it's a night, but it also, for me, it connects or catalyzes the energy of light. So light and fire in human form is fire, and the star energy of light. So that's more cosmic form, spiritual form, astral form. So maybe for starseeds, this is a little nod to you energetically to acknowledge that you are not alone and that the element of fire provides light just as though the stars do, even when you can't see them during the daytime. You could light a candle, you can connect with the energy of the fire element as a subtle reminder of who you are, right? All right, so security. So inner peace and security. So is this a response to a request that you've made? Have you asked for help and assistance from your team? If so, they might be responding, we are providing you with inner peace and security. Or your inner peace is where you will find security. You cannot control the outside world, you cannot control other people, you cannot control actions or behaviors, but you can connect in with yourself and provide your own inner sanctuary, your inner security of peace. You know that when you tap within, you can find peace, not in the anxiousness of the heart space with the empath energies, sometimes overwhelming. You have to drop deeper into this metaphysical energy of the solar plexus. If you consider the sacral chakra to be the fire element, this might be even deeper into this cosmic womb space within your body to really help you feel safe and secure. All right. This is not about detachment from the outside world. It's about enhancement, amplifying your own inner awareness in the relationship with yourself. Nice, huh? Isn't that nice? Like, these are just beautiful cards. These are wonderful cards with an abundance of information given based upon colors, elements, water here, fire here, cosmos, cosmic consciousness energy, the animal totems here, and maybe the animal elephant here. You could look that up and find out what that means for you, the cosmos and the stars for both, and nod to that as well. So let's talk about this. This is the Ogham. You may have heard me talk about the Ogham before. This is actually a stave, which is a stick or a branch of a tree, one of the sacred trees. The reference guide that I use for this is the Celtic Tree Oracle Guidebook. There's actually a book, or there's actually a card deck of 25 cards that comes with this, but I got the deck actually just for the guidebook because it gives a very quick reference as you are learning to work with the Ogham, and you can identify which tree is which. We are looking at the apple tree. That is what this one is. And so the apple tree, well, and I'll show you. So I have a whole bunch of these. These are something that you can get off Etsy. I have all of the staves here. The staves are what the sticks are called, the tree branches here. They're harvested very consciously, etc. And you can get them off Etsy. I have two different sets that I gotten. I've purchased. I've also purchased one for a gift as well. They come from the British Isles, I believe, overseas. It's just beautiful. Anyway, it feels really good. So this one is the apple tree, and what this means is, this is the symbol for the apple tree. And the apple tree provides an energy of variety, okay? It gives us choice. It makes us aware that sometimes there's so many choices, it's hard to choose. It can create this awareness that, okay, we know that it can be overwhelming to have all these choices, but really the apple tree is a form of abundance. It also provides you with variety so you're not bored. It gives you energy that that keeps things moving and flowing. It keeps life interesting for you. It connects to, I think it connects to the feminine lineages or the feminine ancestral lines. Let me just check here what the technical, yeah, ancestral lines, and the earth element and energies as well. This would be a nod toward the autumn or the fall, when the leaves change, the trees change, and the harvest. The apples are an abundant energy, a lot of variety. There's a lot of work around that whole concept of the apple and the apple tree, and I did a lot of writing myself this morning about that and the story of Adam and Eve, and kind of considered the energy of this almost like, how do I describe this energy of the apple as this like temptation, and that choice is temptation. And so if the choice is taken away from you, it's just, everything's just easier. But then you're not connected to your passion. You're not connected to desire. You're not connected to drive. And these are natural life elements that you have to use in all of the relationships in all of the areas of your life, or you're just stagnant. You don't have life fully. You don't have access to your fire element if you're not actively engaged in allowing yourself to have pleasure, to have enjoyment, to find joy, and to choose yourself and have care of self as one of your priorities in a natural, acceptable way to be. And particularly for women, this is very much a struggle, and you've seen this. I'm sure you've seen this. There's a lot of self-care talk, a ton of it out there in self-development work right now, and like, what does it really mean? All that kind of stuff. You and I have been talking about this for years, how self-care is soul care, and how it doesn't just mean a massage or a foot rub. It means more than that, and it's this depth of understanding the deeper relationship we have with ourselves. And so this apple tree, to me, represents this desire, this sweetness, this richness, and how not to deprive ourselves of that that's not holy to do that that's not this great sacrifice to not let yourself eat the apples, but to give them to your kids instead, or whatever. It's to allow yourself to enjoy the abundance of life, and to know that you're provided for, and to know that sometimes you'll make a choice that you'll maybe regret or have second thoughts about, but it doesn't mean it's the wrong choice. It means you make the best decisions at the time that you can, and that you have a variety of decisions, which means you have an abundance of new decisions that you get to make as well. So you're never stuck, you're never backed into a corner, and your power is never to be taken from you, and never to be surrendered to anyone else. To surrender only in to yourself and your deepest desires and your truest needs, and to honor and love that's self-care. Whoa, that was deep. That was like a channeling. So if you're interested in the Celtic Tree Oracle, you can start with this and get a card deck, or you can look up on Etsy and get some staves for yourself and work with this if you love tree wisdom, or if you have any kind of Celtic ley lines or lineages, which I do very much so. Love it, love it, love it. This is something I've been working with since, oh my gosh, almost a year now. I just love it so very much. So I'm happy to be able to share with you. So you see how all this works together in support. This is like, don't take yourself so seriously. You're safe. Inner peace is a good thing. It doesn't mean you're not doing things. You have choice and variety of things, diversity of choices, and this is a good time to be connected into those deeper knowings of self. It doesn't have to be serious. It's not intense. Deeper doesn't mean intense or serious. It just means deeper, expanded, more rich as experiences go. All right, so this is Bridget. Thanks so much for being here, Fairy Grasshoppers. I hope you've enjoyed this card reading. Go ahead and check out the Sacred Destiny deck by Denise Linn, and or potentially this Celtic Tree Oracle deck as well. And these are linked below in the description. As always, I hope I've inspired your spirit today and filled you with some hope. Thanks so much for being here. I look forward to connecting with you again in another video here on Fairy Grasshopper YouTube channel.